Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and I wanted to do a video to share with you what I offer, what readings you can get from me, what is my style, because I get quite a few confused, not confused, but like people aren't sure where to find what, and maybe it's the wording or how I present the readings, and maybe it's because I mix things, so I mix astrology with tarot, that it's sometimes maybe hard to decipher. So as you can see, I do this screen share. I'm on Zoom, so I wanted to show you what you can find on the website. So when you get to the Tarot Map website, and you have to click on tarotmap.com, you are arriving at the homepage, and this is where you can find basically everything about me, right? So on my website, you have homepage, which opens up when you get there. It shows mixture of readings and classes that I offer. There is also a separate page for readings, separate page for classes, for free things as well. On the free classes, you can find a class on Chiron and a class on Imagine 2020, which I did, last year. And blog, to be honest, I'm not really writing much, so I was just slugging off and putting stuff that I throw on YouTube. So blog, I'm sorry, it's not really working much right now. Maybe this year I'm going to do a little bit more. If you click in the About section, you can find out what what's my ethics and what I offer to the customers, to clients, code of ethics, and yeah, a little humoristic addition as well, so you can take a look at this. Okay, but let's go back to the home readings, because I think this is the most important readings that I offer are these two readings. Or actually, if you wanted to get an astrology reading from me, I've been an astrologer and practicing astrologer since I started studying astrology in 2005. So it's been many, many years, right? And I do offer astrology consultations, which is, reading the potential of your birth chart. And you can find this in this life path reading. So this is astrology consultation, which comes as a video recording or as a live session. And if you click on it, you get, there's the price. It's for an hour and a half of in-depth astrology reading about, and I called it life path. It used to be called life purpose, but it's basically an in-depth reading of your potential of the chart, right? So, your sun, moon, ascendant, your main lessons, how I look at your blockages, at your gifts, talents. It touches, of course, on vocation, career, jobs, but it's not age related. So even if you're 60, 70, 80, you can get this reading as a confirmation. I go into a cycle that you're in right now as well. So you get very in-depth and rounded reading about your astrology chart. And on top of this lasts about an hour. On top of this, I do a reading with tarot and oracle cards, tarot map style, where I mix a lot of different decks. And this also shows astrology is very much more precise. It focuses on times and cycles and where you're at. And tarot, as we know, is much more soulful, much more imaginary, much more mirroring, and much more maybe archetypal in in its usage through the image. So it shows what's happening to you right now, and within the next whatever 6 months or however long we talk about. Usually it's between 3 to 6 months with the tarot cards, right? So you can click on see the reviews here, and there's reviews from people. And this reading comes in two versions. So there's a recording on Zoom, which you get, it kind of looks similar to this, how I present it right now. And then also the camera view changes when I do the tarot reading. And also there is a live version, which I offer. The live version is 2 hours and it's live on Zoom. It's also recorded, which you can, I allow you to record, so you can record it, you have it on your computer. And I love the live versions, even though it's not as popular maybe as my recorded version, just because I'm in Europe. So sometimes because of the time difference, most of you are in the US or, you know, outside Europe. So yeah, sometimes for the time difference, people prefer to get the video recording when they can watch whenever they want. But a lot of people would prefer the live version when you can actually discuss things. And so you know, it would be awesome for people who would love to get in touch and have a little bit more personal approach to that. And I also offered this year as well Astrology yearly forecast session. So this is not chart interpretation session. These two readings that I just mentioned are chart interpretation sessions, like astrology sessions. This is for clients who had that reading, who know about their charts, and this is just looking into your cycles for the next year and what's coming up for you and what's important, which areas of life seem to be, you know, activated, and so on. So this is an hour, 60 minutes yearly forecast session. Okay, so this is something, and you can only get it if you had one of those readings done with me, or if you know your chart really well. Then I offer, whereas the full heading in 2021, this reading will be only on offer till end of February. It's like a, you know, yearly forecast in cards. But also this year, I take a look at the cycle very briefly, you know, what's the most important, where's Saturn and Jupiter right now for you, and so on. So it doesn't go as deeply as the astrology forecast, where I also use Sabian symbols in this astrology forecast. But whereas the full heading just shows the inspiration for the 2021 year. So you can take a look at this. There's also a tarot session live that I offer. And I thought, you know, often people want to ask questions, they want to be a bit more interactive than just maybe getting a reading that is recorded. So you can also book the tarot live session. This is without astrology, it's just using the tarot and oracle cards, so tarot map style, as I call it. A Wounded Healer Story just focuses on your Chiron, so it's basically an astrology reading, but only with intentional focus on Chiron story, which is your wounding and gifts. It's a very deep and dear point to me, because I've got Chiron on vocation point, and I had you know, a huge adventure with Chiron, so you know how it goes. Usually where your wounding and kind of gifts sit, you work on it, right? So now I'm offering the Chiron readings to the public as well, based on my experience. What do I need to know right now? One of my most popular readings, it's basically you know, a checkup, whatever, you know, rocks your boat. You don't have to ask a question. We can base the reading on what the cards are showing. But if you want to narrow it, you can always write me a message. You know, I'm more interested in work or love or whatever. So based on that, we will focus the reading on what do you need to know right now. But if you just want to play and say, what do I need to know right now? You know, the cards will show us. Birthday extravaganza reading is for your solar return. So whenever you have a birthday or you want to gift a birthday reading or present to somebody, this is a really cool reading where I use a lot of different cards and options. And that's basically it for the reading. So this is where the readings, what readings I offer right now. And then I have classes. So if you also go into classes, you can see that I offer here intuitive tarot workshop, which I've done live. So it's a live recording of the workshop, which I edited a little bit, but it's still, you know, watching a live recording of a workshop, which I was hoping would be helpful for people who start with reading intuitively, but within a tarot structure. So it's kind of, I love that combination. I'm a bit of a tarot traditionalist. You know, if you just want to read tarot intuitively, why would you even bother learning tarot? You know, like I would love to be able to mix intuition with the tarot, with the tarot structure. So this is kind of this intuitive tarot workshop when I try to mix the two, not just free flow of intuition. Maybe I should have called it like traditional / intuitive. But I teach here how to work with a deck, how to open up to cards, how to read an image in general, how to pay attention to images that come up for you, and draw help from tarot structure. So you can take a look at this if you're interested in learning. It's mostly geared to people who know a little bit about tarot, but it can be for beginners as well. Eclipses webinar and retrogrades webinar, that's 2 webinars I've done with Karni Zor, the astrologer as well. With eclipses, we speak about or is it in retrogrades maybe, that I also did the Sacred Feminine little snippet, but I'm going to do a Sacred Feminine class, Mary related, so I'm working on this one. There's Tarot de Marseille class, which is a 2-hour class where I teach 2 methods of reading the peeps and deeply introduce the majors, so it's really great for beginners if you don't know anything about Tarot de Marseille. Creative Tarot class is the bestseller. It's really great. I'm proud of this class. It's really cool. I show you many different ways of how to use many decks in one reading, and this is kind of something that I love using in my own readings. Balance in Tarot class speaks about different cards that are connected to balance in tarot, so it just goes deeper into one aspect of tarot, right? And there's also the gift card, which you can use to gift readings or classes or anything to people that you care about. And of course, these are, you can, find me on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook through these buttons. So basically, this is what I'm offering right now. And again, I'm still planning on doing more classes. I was thinking of even organizing maybe a tarot group so we can meet up once a month. I'm just figuring out how to do that and what the interest would be for that. I just would like to basically talk about cards and decks and do it with like-minded people, and just probably get like a little support for the time that I would offer, but nothing too spectacular. So I'm thinking, should I do it through Patreon or from a tarot Facebook group? I don't know yet. I will try and see how my inspiration flows. But for now, that's it. That's what I wanted you to take a look at if you were ever wondering what I offer, because I know that it might be a bit confusing. I started adding the descriptions here for people to know that this is astrology. But yeah, one of my beautiful clients, Steffi, she asked me, "Hey, Kasia, do you offer something, for regular clients that I don't want to get another life path reading, because this is basically you get it once in a lifetime, right? But what's happening, astrologically for the next year. So this would be this one. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that was informative and helpful for anybody who was wondering about that. And just because I got a few of those emails over the years, I thought maybe it's time to do it now. So thanks so much, and thank you for all your support. Thanks for all the returning clients. I appreciate you. Thank you for anybody who is supporting my channel through buying me coffee or sending me little, supportive payments. And I totally appreciate it, how important that is. But also thank you to everybody who is just clicking like or taking time to comment. This is the inspiration that keeps me going. And, guys, I've been on YouTube for years. And yeah, the creativity flows, right? There are ebbs and flows. So your support, your being here, your comment, your engagement, that's my payment basically, and that's what keeps me motivated and keeps me inspired. So thanks so much if you care to share about any of my videos or anything that you find useful from my channel with others. Share my readings if you had one and you liked it. That would be lovely. I would really appreciate it. So thank you. That's the video. That's what I offer right now. Everything can be found and linked below in the description box, or just purely go and type tarotmap.com. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, and I speak to you soon. Stop share right now and stop recording. Thanks, guys. Bye.